If you're watching football over the weekend, you might have heard and seen some appealing ads, or ads appealing to Catholics, I should say, to return to church. These commercials are the creation of Catholics Come Home Incorporated, which is a company based in Atlanta, Georgia. The TV spots have been tailored to appeal to BC Catholics who have strayed from the church. Paul Schratz who speaks for the Archdiocese of Vancouver and is on the line with us now. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Rick.
I saw these ads during a football game. Interesting, the demographic that they went after, but nonetheless, they were widespread over the weekend. Why run them now?
Well, they'll be running on every program that you can imagine, Rick, from football to daytime talk shows to evening primetime shows, Survivor, you name it. So we're trying to get as many different types of programs as possible. We're trying to reach out to wherever Catholics may be, and they are watching TV on all the channels that everyone else watches.
TV time is not inexpensive. Who's paying for this campaign?
The people who want to contribute are paying for this, and that's the parishioners who are in the pews of our churches right now who are concerned about family members and friends and loved ones who have drifted away from the church for some time. We've gone to them and asked for them to contribute if they're interested, and they're showing us in a very strong way that they are interested. As you said, the TV ads are very expensive. We had a sizable contribution from an individual donor who wanted to contribute to this program, and the rest is being made up by people who want to participate in this right now.
And these ads are tailored to the local community. Although they run all over North America, I did notice that there's visual representation of Rome and the Pope, but nonetheless, they also show a lot of local Vancouver churches as well. So how much did they cost to make, and how much is being spent on this campaign?
Well, the campaign itself is about $300,000 or $400,000, I believe, and as I said, that's coming from people who are contributing right now to the campaign. So the only people who are funding this are those who want to fund it, and the ads are already prepared. They've been running in in dioceses all over North America. We made a few adjustments. We tried to have them reflect our local community more, reflects the Chinese community, the substantial Filipino Catholic community that we have. And there's a few shots of things like the Lions Gate Bridge there that people will recognize. So it has a local flavor to it, and we think that'll help make the contact to the local people who have drifted away.
As you mentioned, these have been running in the United States for a number of years now and being run widely across the United States. Is there evidence that they have an effect on church attendance amongst Roman Catholics?
Yes, they're very methodical. The Catholics Come Home organization, which is a very small actually ministry, almost run on a shoestring. They're very good at what they do. They know how to track before and after, and they get the cooperation of the diocese itself to participate. So what we've done is a few weeks ago we started surveying the number of people who are coming into the churches, and we'll do another survey after the program is ended in January, and we'll be able to track in a very scientific way what the growth in statistics will be.
What kind of numbers are you hoping for?
Well, some of the organizers say if we get one person to return, that would be fantastic. But the trend has been, on average through the United States, about a 10% growth in mass attendance. We've watched the Seattle circumstance with particular attention because their demographics tend to reflect ours a little more accurately. The absence of religion, if you will, is a little more evident there. They had a growth rate of about 7%, and so we would be very happy to get somewhere in that range.
Paul, some of the members of the local Catholic community have been critical of this campaign. They've complained that the conservative stance of the church on issues like abortion is one of the primary reasons people have strayed from the church. How do you respond to that?
Well, the Catholics Come Home people, as well as a lot of the surveys that you will see done by sociologists like Reg Bibby and other statistical organizations, they all say the same thing. The majority of the people who have left, they're not over doctrinal or teachings of the church, but rather because they get caught up in just the busyness and the hectic pace of today's lifestyle. Now, you will always find people, certainly, who disagree with things that the church says, and they will either leave for another church or stop practicing. But the vast majority of the people who leave simply got caught up in the pace of their weekend schedule, hockey, soccer schedules in the morning, and they find they got out of the habit. And once we start offering them the opportunity to return in a very gentle and inviting fashion, many of them are glad to take up that invitation.
Well, Paul, it'll be interesting to see how this campaign works out, and perhaps we'll check back with you in the new year to see how things went.
I hope we can, and I hope we have very good numbers to report.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks for your interest, Rick.
Paul Schratz, who speaks for the Vancouver Archdiocese. Now, we'd like to hear from you about this, and should the Roman Catholic Church spend money trying to bring back the flock? You can offer your thoughts on Talkback at 604-662-6690 or email us early at cbc.ca.